Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today. What happens when your bank goes bankrupt? That's the question. Before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And today, it's just you and I. So much to cover. But I wanted to do something that somebody asked for, and that was, hey, go to those places when the tide's low and the place changes. So we're at Moss Point in Laguna Beach, which is just great. And I love coming down here. But one thing that we're seeing with the mortgage industry is we are seeing less and less activity now that interest rates are going up sky high. So right now, we are seeing a drop off of mortgage applications for everything across the board at 47% off right now. Guys, that is staggering. It's not 4%, 47%, not 4.7, 47% off. Half, guys. Now, the problem with this is that these, banks make money from you from the application. They make money on the points that they charge you. They make money on the fees. Then they discount it to the bank and they sell your loan off, and they make money in a myriad of ways right now. The problem with this is that these banks are not making this money right now, and they're not originating new loans. The refinances are not going down. The refinances are dropping off to the floor because people, why would you refinance your house and get a higher payment? Who would do that? So commercial construction is completely off the deep end. Building permits are completely getting canceled. You're seeing more and more projects right now in real estate that are not going forward. And this is a really interesting time right now because all the remodels are not happening. And you're seeing all these big plans for all these big construction projects that were going to take place for commercial with the live upstairs and have the commercial units downstairs. They're being put on hold. Now, I want to show you guys this place. Check this out. The tide's so low right now that you can see the rocks, you can see all the moss. But this isn't really moss as much as it is like a grass that grows on this stuff. And it's crazy. But we've been out here, guys, when there's been no beach, when it's just been the waves crashing all the way up and the tide's been so high. So it's kind of cool to see it like this. But you've got all the different tide pools. You got all the critters over there. We'll walk over there first so you can see that. But you got crabs and things like that over here. And again, parking here is free in Laguna. This is not costing me a dime. It's not tied to a resort. It's just tied to these rich people's houses. And, joy, peace, and love. Somebody wrote that in the sand. We need more of that. We need more joy, peace, and love right now. So all these commercial projects are falling off the cliff. You're seeing lenders that are going bankrupt. And, most likely the origination, my favorite is people that talk on TikTok, hey, if your lender goes out of business, don't make your house payment. You're an idiot if you do that. You're an absolute idiot, and they will foreclose on you, and they will sell your loan off, and they will charge you all the late fees and all the back fees. Oh, I didn't get a bank statement. It's your obligation to make your payment, not your bank's obligation, believe it or not, to send you a statement. So the people that are talking about this are just absolutely stupid. But check this out. Isn't this cool? Kind of a different look. Normally this is all covered with water. You see the little sea urchins out here. People climbing on the rocks and stuff. So banks are having problems right now. And no, understand this. When a bank goes bankrupt, okay, they're going to bail out these banks. The banks are going to get help. And we're not going to get help. People here in California are waiting for those stimulus checks, the $350 a person. I didn't get mine. I don't know of anybody that's gotten them personally. I know of people. I ran into a guy at the bank who showed me one. And, but other than that, I've never seen anybody that's gotten one yet. So you can get up to $1,050. It's all done alphabetically. They did the electronic payments first. And right now, what's being done is people are getting them mailed out. And it's between now and like the middle of January that they're going to go out. So this is all just really cool to see this. I won't step on anything that has anything living or anything growing or anything like that, guys. It's just going to be, I don't want to hear that from you guys. People seem to complain about that stuff. But we're seeing, you know, a swell of new types of financing that are having problems. Think about this. There's non-qualified mortgages, NGMs, and these non-qualifying mortgages that are out there are from different banks. Now, one thing that we saw in 2006 and 2007, before the fall of 2008, was you saw alternative financing. And banks, you know, may not lend a small business money on a traditional matter. Hey, your sales don't match, the owner's credit's not that good, you need to, you know, we'll give you money in a different way. The majority of things like this are like credit card advances, not an advance on your credit card, but an advance on your sales. Now, you know, I've done this before. It's a great way to get quick cash. The problem with it is that you have to pay these people back based on your sales. You can say, hey, 10% of all my sales and everything that gets knocked, if you do a $100 sale, you get $90 of that. The other $10 goes back to the bank to pay your bill off. Now, the problem with it is that people get desperate and they go as high as, I've heard, 30% before. The problem with this is that if you're not selling anything and you have a minimum payment due, and they will say, listen, at the 60-day mark, you have to pay us X amount of dollars, you know, during 60 days, or you have to write us a check. A lot of people can't do that. And the penalties are just ferocious when that happens. So this is more commonplace. How about this? 60% of all small businesses are borrowing money this way over traditional banks. That's a bad sign. I know an investor, really successful guy, smart guy, and he runs a business where they do an alternative investment fund like this. Hey, Dan, you got to get a part of this. Explain to me how we're not going to see a repeat of, you know, 2008, and these people are not going to go out of business, and you guys are not going to be caught holding the bag. Well, we're smarter. We scrutinize the businesses better, and we only take a smaller loan. La, 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 la. People are going to have problems, guys. You're going to see more and more people go out of business. These non-traditional lenders that are like this, they're going to have problems. They're going to go bankrupt just like everybody else, guys. If you don't think that, you're crazy. We have been here so many times when this is just filled with water, waves crashing and things like that. You know, just a really, really cool spot. But it's different to see it like this, isn't it? So, you know, we're going to see these places go down. You're going to see businesses that you never thought go out of business. Think about this. General Mills, Pillsbury, Cheerios, Yoplait yogurt, a bunch of other stuff. Betty Crocker, they own all that stuff. Their sales are down 16%. Why is that, guys? How come people aren't buying Yoplait yogurt? How come people aren't buying Cheerios? I thought everybody was just buying food and nothing else. No, people are spending money in cheaper ways. People are buying cheaper yogurt. People are buying the Crappios instead of the Cheerios. So one rule I have with my mom, I used to hate cereal that was brought to me in a bag. Cereal had to come in a box or I wouldn't eat it. That's the difference. It's a big difference, Mom. So, dollar store cereal, thank God we didn't have that. Thank God there wasn't a dollar store when my mom was alive, because we would have eaten at the dollar store all the time. Isn't this cool though? A little different look. But guys, people are spending less money in traditional manners. All my friends that are out there talking about going out to dinner, restaurants are dead right now. It's the holidays, guys. Let's go out. Let's go to dinner, and let's go eat out. People are not doing that right now. I have a friend of mine that's a foreclosure expert. The biggest surprise to me is that traditional foreclosures, it hasn't really hit yet. But what's going on right now are things you wouldn't think of. Here in California, how about pot farms? Pot farms getting foreclosed on. Isn't that crazy? Guys, wouldn't you think that they'd be busier than ever? The problem with it is that there's so much regulation and so much taxes that these guys can't compete legally, okay? And it's showing right now, and people aren't spending the money on stuff like weed, okay? So crazy. How about dairy farms that are getting posted for foreclosure? Isn't that shocking? Shocking to me. Some of these stories that he told me were unbelievable. Dairy farms where the deeds originally back to the 1800s, they were described differently. It was just a completely different business and setup, but these guys have borrowed money through the years and haven't paid it off. So shocking, guys, shocking. But you don't think that we're heading to a depression. You guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely nuts right now if you think that. Because what's happening is going to be worse than anything we've seen in our lifetimes. Ever, 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 ever. You guys have asked about the status of my girlfriend Lisa and where she's at right now, and I want to fill you guys in. Lisa's in hospice right now, guys, and things are not looking good at all right now for her. Lisa was originally diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, in 2009. We started dating in 2010, and in 2015 she had a recurrence, but the recurrence came with a vengeance. It came in her head, it came in her liver, her lungs, her back, and Lisa's been absolutely amazing. Lisa has fought this the entire way, and this isn't a journey. It's not she's a warrior. That's all bullshit, guys. Cancer is a mugging. Cancer is a lead pipe over the head to somebody. The only difference is how that person responds to that. Lisa's a little different. Lisa's a lawyer who's the toughest person I know, who has fought this from beginning to the end. And unfortunately, this is where we're at, guys. And I have appreciated all your prayers, all your kind wishes. I have hired the best nurses to be with her. She is at her home, and she has everything that a person in this situation could want. She's surrounded by her friends, her family. I love her to death, okay? And I will tell you the whole story some other time, but this just doesn't end well, guys. And again, I want to thank you guys for being there and understanding and your thoughts and prayers. I've appreciated every single one of those that you guys have sent me. At the time, people need to understand something. Let me back up a second. People need to understand that people think it's the gifts, what you buy somebody. That's nothing, guys. What you do for somebody, what's thoughtful, what you give to them, it's genuine, your caring, your thoughtfulness, that's worth more than any dollar sign that you could ever give somebody. Remember that. You also learn during this time who true friends are, who's good, who's bad in your life, who's fake, who's going to be there for you. And Lisa's been a second mother to my children. She's been absolutely fantastic. And her drive and perseverance has definitely changed my daughter to where my daughter's a very successful businesswoman as a result of Lisa's drive and everything that she's done. So thank you guys for everything. And have her in your thoughts and prayers. But, I'll tell you the whole story some other time. But please understand this, that there is no miracle. She's had the miracles, guys. She is absolutely in the record books for how she has survived all this. People that get the cancer that she gets live an average of a year. The record was 3 years. She's 7.5. Okay? Be kind to everybody, guys. Do what you can do to understand that people around you are hurting right now. People around you need kindness. They need your friendship. Mend fences, guys. Apologize for stuff you did. Okay? That's what the holidays are about, guys. It's not about the gifts. It's not about what you're going to get. It's not about what you can get somebody. It's meaningless right now. Thank God I have the money to do this. She has everything. She has everything she could possibly need, guys. Okay? Understand that. Okay? Again, I appreciate all the kind words. don't. Now, I love the subscriber mail. I love the stories that you guys send me. The detailed stuff is the best. Let's start with Stevie, who sends me his new homeowner's insurance policy. And he goes on this rant. He was just furious. Bought this house, got a good deal on it, 175 grand, you know, fixes the place up, gets it reappraised. His homeowner's insurance went from $1,700 last year with no claims, guys, no claims, to $4,600 a year. So basically $150 a month to $400 a month, guys. That is insane, guys. That is absolutely ridiculous. Again, one thing that we're doing is we're going to have all these referral networks to save money in 2022. I'll tell you guys about that later. But we're going to have things like this where people can share how they save money, and we can get the audience caught up on that. Now, the next thing is I've had 5 people from Colorado send me this. And XL Energy, you know, these guys are just clipping people and taking advantage of them left and right. People are seeing their energy bills go through the roof. Look at the stories below. Jeff, Tammy, Stacy, and Peter sent me this. And I appreciate all of this, guys, because it's insane. But people that have their energy costs that go from $160 a month, next month it's going to be almost $500. Why? Okay. Oh, it's colder and you know, it's going up. No. Okay. But things have gone up considerably over last year to where they've doubled and tripled in price. It's not even that cold yet. So that's the worst part about this. Washington is very concerned right now with the secondary market for financing. And all these banks that are lending money to people through all these different markets is a concern. So much so that they are concerned that these places are going to go out of business and they can't service the loans. So, you know, again, you owe the money. If you borrow money and you think that if they go out of business, you don't have to pay it, that's just, you know, don't even waste the time thinking about that, because that's not the case right now. You're seeing such a problem with the supply chains for business, with the energy costs for business, with trucking costs, with everything that could possibly go wrong in a business is going wrong right now. You're seeing the gas prices that still are high. Again, I get a kick out of the fact that gas goes from $3 to $5.50 back down to $4, and everybody's celebrating it. Wait a second, it's $1.50 higher than it was before all this started. So this is destroying companies right now, and that's what people need to look at. And nobody's looking at that. You're going to see a massive amount of layoffs again through the end of the year and right after the first of the year. It's just going to happen. So share your thoughts on this stuff. You are not alone with the energy prices spiking. I have not been at my house very much over the course of the last 2 months because of Lisa's illness. And I'm getting notices from Southern California Edison about how my energy costs are going up. Now, my kids are there, you know, occasionally, you know, not on an everyday basis. And I'm getting notices, hey, your energy costs are spiking right now and things are going up and there's no usage, guys. So they're a bunch of thieves. They're a den of thieves right now. And you can talk about how natural gas is going through the roof and blame Putin and all that nonsense, but this is ridiculous. And the answer is not solar energy, because California just got rid of the solar energy incentives here in California. You'd have to be an idiot to put solar on your house right now. Seriously. You will never recoup it. Let me just do the math for you guys. What is your electric bill a month? Damn, it's $200 a month. Okay, well, let's go higher. Let's say $400 a month, okay? You can put solar on your house and it's going to drop to $150, okay? So you're going to save $250 a month. Now divide that by 40 grand to put the solar on your house. How many months is that? 10, 20, 100. Okay, guys, too long to get the return on investment, but you're helping the environment and free love. You want to do something nice? You guys, I got to thank you guys something, because my friend sent me a text today too about Smitten with Kittens. You cat lovers out there, you guys like cats more than you like people, because you guys donated more money to the cat people than you did the people that were hungry, which is crazy. Thousands of dollars went to the cat food, to helping Louie and the cat organization, Smitten with Kittens. And, the link will be below if you guys want to donate to that. Again, a good cause, a 501c3, la, 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 nice group of people, okay? Share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, but it's only getting worse right now, okay? Just a quick video for you guys today, but the thing that floors me is we're not seeing the same stories over and over again. This is the latest news that we're talking about. And all these economists have gotten together and said there's a 70% chance that we're going to have a recession in 2023. Guys, this is a recession. This is it. It only gets worse from here before it gets better. There's going to be massive layoffs. You're going to see many more stores go out of business. You're going to see construction companies go out of business. You're going to see people that owe you money not be able to pay you. You want to do something smart for your business? Make sure your receivables are at zero. You want to give somebody a Christmas bonus? Becky in bookkeeping that's on it, who is grinding on people to make sure you get paid before the holidays. And Becky's terrible. She's such a bitch. She's on us all the time to pay. Thank her for that, because these people will not pay you. The squeaky wheel gets the grease right now and gets the do-re-mi. Don't forget that. Okay? 70% of the economists think we're headed towards a recession. What a lie. How about the depression? How about Nouriel Roubini, who, again, a news story today coming out how this is going to be protracted and much worse. We're going to see, 6 to 8 months of a downturn. Well, guys, this will get so much worse before it gets better. And the final thing is Sam Bankman. It's just a misunderstanding. Fried, think about this guy. He signed his extradition papers yesterday to get sent to a federal prison here in the States over the Bahamas. Okay? Imagine thinking that he's going to get macchiatos and, salad. Okay? He's vegan, and this prison situation is bad. Fleecing people of $1 billion is worse. And again, the Kevin O'Leary mess, I get a kick out of this because Kevin O'Leary is covering himself. Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank is sitting there saying all this stuff. I'm trying not to get hit by this little wave that's coming in. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, okay? Thank you for the thoughts and prayers. Thank you for the gifts. My address is below. If you want to email me, it's hello@iallegedly.com, okay? Onward and upward, guys. Be kind to everybody right now, okay? You have no idea how difficult people have it right now. And so many people will lie to you and tell you that they're fine, I'm fine, okay? And they're not fine, okay? Be well, guys. I'll see you real soon.